Welcome everyone to Living with the Times. This week on Monday and Tuesday is a new month, the month of Tamuz. And each month has a number of associations that help us understand the energy of the month. Each month has a sense, a tribe that is associated with it, one of the elements, and one of the letters. And there are many other associations, but right now we're going to deal with those four. So the sense of the month of Tammuz, we're told, is sight, is seeing. So the question is, what's the connection with seeing and Tammuz? And that is that on Rosh Chodesh Tammuz, the 12 spies in the desert were sent to spy out the land of Israel. And they ended up being there for 40 days. And they came back, and even though they said that the land is tremendous and fruitful and beautiful, but they said, we're not strong enough to conquer the land. We can't do it. And therefore, people wanted to go back to Egypt. And in the end, that whole generation had to wander for 40 years until all the men between 20 and 60 died out. So the sense of sight was blemished in this month because they saw very superficially, and they allowed their superficial sight to transcend their belief in God, who promised the land many, many, many times. So here we see a very deep connection between the sense of sight and the month of Tammuz. The tribe that is associated with the month of Tammuz is the tribe of Reuven. And Reuven is the firstborn of Yaakov. And his name, Reuven, is from the word ra'u, to see. So there's an obvious connection there. But it's even deeper than that, because when Yaakov blesses his sons, he says about Reuven, you are my firstborn, the first of my strength, but you are pachaz kamayim, you're unstable like water. And when we look in the Chumash, in the book of Genesis, we see that on a number of occasions Reuven acted in a very unstable way. And so Yaakov says, you're unstable like water. Well, it turns out that the element of the month of Tammuz is water. The way it works is the first month of the year, Nisan, is a fire sign. The second one, Iyar, is an earth sign. The third month, Sivan, is an air sign. And the fourth is Tammuz, which is water. And then it repeats through the whole year: fire, earth, air, and water. So here it's a water sign, and it's connected to the unstableness of Reuven. But even more so, the most important date in the month of Tammuz is the 17th of Tammuz, which is the day that Moshe Rabbeinu came down from Har Sinai with the Luchot, with the 2 tablets of the law. But because the people were worshiping the golden calf, one of the worst sins in all Jewish history, he broke the tablets, and that set off a chain of events that occurred on this day throughout history, including the beginning of the siege and the destruction and the breaking of the walls of Jerusalem. And so here we see another very, very deep connection between the unstableness of Tammuz. Tammuz was supposed to be a great month. Moshe was going to come down with the tablets and go marching into Eretz Yisrael. but it turned out to be very unstable, the breaking of the Luchot. And the last association we'll deal with right now is the letter of the month associated with Tammuz is the letter Chet. And the letter Chet has a number of meanings, but one is connected to the word for sin. And since the worshiping of the golden calf that culminated on the 17th of Tammuz is one of the worst sins in Jewish history. So here we see many of the associations, the tribe of being Reuven, the element of water, the sense of sight, which was blemished, and the letter, which actually one of the meanings is sin. And so every month has these associations, and every month is different and has a certain energy to it. And so by learning the various associations with the month, it gives us the ability to live with the times. And so here we could just hope that this coming month of Tammuz, that a great fixing can occur, because we're told in the prophets that all of the fast days in our time for thousands of years now, the 17th of Tammuz has been a fast day. And so we're told, though, that all of the fast days eventually will become holidays. May it be this year.